We move forward in the face of COVID-19 and the Delta variant, and we'll move forward in the face of Omicron variant as well.
Experts point out there is still so much we don't know about the Omicron variant, including its impact on vaccines, whether it's more contagious or more or less severe than the Delta strain, which is now dominant. What we do know is that Omicron has officially arrived in the U.S., and officials from coast to coast are bracing for community spread. The new Omicron variant discovered in at least 5 states, from Hawaii.
The Hawaii Department of Health has confirmed our first reported case infected with the Omicron variant strain.
To New York, where overnight the governor announced 5 people have now tested positive, all experiencing mild symptoms. At least one had received a vaccine.
We suspect there'll be more cases emerging, and the best thing that everyone can do is realize we're not defenseless against this variant at all. That vaccine, we know, is going to ensure that there's less severe symptoms.
In Minnesota, officials are connecting a case there to an anime convention in New York City days before Thanksgiving. The man was fully vaccinated and got a booster shot in early November. The 53,000 attendees at the Javits Center were required to have at least one vaccine dose and wear a mask. But the event organizers later apologized in a letter to fans, saying it was packed and they underestimated how many fans would come early. Several of the Omicron cases involve people who traveled to southern Africa, including a woman in Colorado who is also experiencing mild symptoms and is isolating at home. She too was fully vaccinated. This, as a new study from South Africa, which has not been peer-reviewed, suggests that Omicron could be more likely to cause reinfections than prior variants like Delta.
The former Ohio deputy sheriff who shot and killed 23-year-old Casey Goodson Jr. charged with murder and expected in court today.
Casey was wrongfully executed and he did nothing wrong.
The charges come nearly a year after the fatal shooting, Columbus authorities and Goodson's family providing different accounts of what happened that day.
This day could not come soon enough.
An autopsy revealing that Goodson was shot 6 times.
My grandson just got shot.
5 of those bullets entering his back. Goodson had a permit to carry a concealed weapon. His family insists he had no firearm in hand when he was shot. They say he had Subway sandwiches he was bringing home to them. Meade told investigators he saw Goodson waving a firearm and then pursued him until he got to his grandmother's house. Meade says Goodson was entering the back door with a weapon in hand and allegedly ignored commands to drop it when he shot him. Meade's attorney telling ABC News in a statement that Goodson was pointing the weapon at Meade and that he acted within his lawful duties as an officer.